Hey everyone, let's jump into a technical analysis of Kaspi.KZ, ticker KSPI on Nasdaq, based on the latest data up to June 20, 2025. The stock closed at 81.20, and it's been quite a roller coaster lately, so let's break down what's going on and what to keep an eye on. The stock's been having a tough time. It hit a high of 98.46 back in late March but has since taken a hit, even dropping to a low of 77.80 in early April before recovering a bit. Right now, it's trading below its key moving averages, which is a big warning sign for trend traders. The 5-day simple moving average is at 84.31, and the exponential moving average is 83.71, both above the current price. The 10-day averages are higher too, with the SMA at 85.56 and EMA at 84.40. Even the longer-term 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day averages sitting at 83.78, 86.20, 88.71, and 89.45 are all above where we're at now. This tells me the stock's in a clear bearish trend, struggling to climb back toward those levels. Momentum-wise, the 14-day RSI is at 39.84, which is neutral but leaning toward oversold. It's not quite at the 30 level where you'd expect a bounce, but it's close enough to watch. The stochastic indicators are mixed. The 15-day stochastic %K is at 56.01, below its %D at 74.57, showing momentum's fading, but the 5-day stochastic %K is down at 15.81, pretty close to oversold. Williams %R is at -78.43, also near oversold, so we might see some short-term buying soon. The 10-day momentum is negative at -359, and the ultimate oscillator at 43.51 backs up this bearish vibe, though it's not showing any extreme signals. When it comes to volatility, the Bollinger bands have the stock trading just above the lower band at 78.85, with the middle band at 83.78 and the upper band at 88.71. Being this close to the lower band suggests the stock's at the lower end of its recent range. A break below 78.85 could mean more downside, but a bounce from here might push it toward 83 or 86. The average true range is 280, so expect daily swings of about $2 to $3, which is normal for KSPI right now. Trend strength is another thing to look at. The ADX is at 1600, which is pretty low, meaning there's no strong trend either way. This could mean the stock's stuck in a range or consolidating. The Arun indicator shows a run up at 80.00 and a run down at 44.00, giving an oscillator reading of 64.29. That positive oscillator hints at some upward momentum trying to creep in, despite the recent drop, which could signal a potential stabilization or even a reversal. The MACD is bearish, with the MACD line at -0.24, below the signal line at -0.17, and the histogram at -0.08. But the histogram's getting narrower, which means the bearish momentum might be slowing down. That could set the stage for a crossover or a shift in direction if things start to turn. Volume's worth a quick mention. On June 20th, we saw 610,183 shares traded, higher than the recent average, which could mean increased selling pressure or maybe some capitulation. The on-balance volume is at -1,547,884, showing consistent selling over time, and the Chaikin oscillator at -190,568 confirms that distribution's been dominant, lining up with the downtrend. Support and resistance levels are key here. The lower Bollinger band at 78.85 is immediate support, and that 77.80 low from April is a critical level to watch. If it breaks below that, we could see it slide towards 75 or lower. On the upside, the 20-day SMA at 83.78 and EMA at 84.54 are the first hurdles. Beyond that, the 50-day SMA at 86.20 and the recent high of 88.80 from June 12 are big resistance zones. A move above 90 would be a strong sign of a trend change. A few other indicators to touch on. The parabolic SAR is at 88.68, above the price, which is another bearish signal, acting as potential resistance. The CCI at -73.67 is negative but not oversold yet, supporting the bearish bias. The money flow index at 56.11 is neutral, showing no strong buying or selling pressure but tilting slightly towards sellers.so. Wrapping it up, KSPI is in a bearish trend, sitting below its major moving averages with negative momentum. But there are hints of stabilization. The RSI and stochastic are near oversold, the MACD histograms tightening, and the stocks hugging that lower Bollinger band. For short-term traders, a bounce from the 78.85 to 80 range could offer a quick play toward 83 or 86, but keep a tight stop below 77.80. Long-term investors should be cautious since the stock's below those long-term averages, and you'd want to see it break above 86.20 or show a bullish MACD crossover before jumping in. The low ADX suggests it might stay range-bound for a bit, and with an ATR of 280, expect some choppiness, so manage your risk carefully. The rundown on KSPI. Let me know what you think or if you want me to dig into anything else. Stay sharp out there.